That's where your wire is going to go through. You brace the cheese. You want to make sure to hold your cutter, whether it's pressing down the cheese and in itself pressing the cutter down to the table, or holding the cutter. Whichever way, if you do not do this, your cutter is going to fly off the table, and so is your cheese, and it might hit you, it might hurt, and you'll lose product in the long run too, so that's not good. All right, so that's what it looks like on the inside. Normal cheddar. So you want to keep doing this all the way until you get down to your pieces.
How long is that cheese aged?
2 years.
Is it at room temperature now, or is it cold?
It is at room temperature right now.
We pulled it out last night, right?
A lot of these harder cheeses too, you're going to want to do that with. If you know in advance you're going to be cutting Parmesan Reggiano, or especially this Gouda right here, you want to pull it the night before. If you try to cut it like within the hour of pulling it out of refrigeration, or even right out of refrigeration, you're not going to get through it. You're going to bust several wires. You're going to really beat up your cheese doing it. So once you get to this part where you have a quarter left, I normally take it and I just kind of cut it the other way, so that way you get to see the top of your cheese. Now this, I'd say you could get 4 to 3 pieces, depending on exactly what price point you think is going to sell in your shop.
We're going to be at $16.99 a pound on this, so if you try to aim at somewhere around a $7 to $8 piece, that's probably ideal. So you're trying to aim for half pound, 6 to 8 ounces as a piece. We'll make sure that we put on the label cloth bound, so people know that that's a cloth bound cheddar, because that's important, and that's just an education piece. The sign that you have in your packet already that you took in your grab bag shows tells a story about the cloth and how the cheese is made, with soaking the cloth in butter after it is wrapped during the aging process. So.
Yeah, it's to protect the cheese. The cloth will dry it out, and it's a natural casing. And it used to be lard. They always run cloth out to rubber. It keeps mold away, it keeps mites away, it protects the cheese and holds moisture. It's not unlike wax cleaning. It seems like an odd thing, but it's very, very good. Somewhere along the way, someone felt that bandage wrap is something to protect this cheese.
I was going to wait on the 3 cut versus the 4. Do you have a 3 cut there?
I'm going to do the 3 on this next quarter.
So if you remember from my presentation, I bought 100 of these wheels, which means, if you think about, we have 15 stores, divide that by 100. The cheese stores are probably going to sell a few more wheels than a regular store, but I think it'd be very easy for us to sell between 5 and 7 wheels per store for the season. The trick, I think, to managing this is to make sure you don't have to cut all 4 items every time you cut, unless you want to actually block out the time to do it all at once. But if I were you, I would do 1 cheese at a time and plan that production accordingly. Realistically, we're going to have it timed because I'm filming her, except truth be told, I forgot to push start at the beginning. So I think she was about 40 seconds in before I hit record. But you guys get the gist. So that piece at $16.99 was $4.59.
Yeah,
Definitely want to do 3 instead of
Yeah.
4 for this one.
that is an incredible price.
That's a really good question. I can't remember what we put. I thought we put 60 days.
I think it was 60 or 45 on this too.
This one at $16.99 is only a 30% margin, but it's about the fact that we have a cloth-bound local product rather than the price point, so, or the money that we're making. It's all penny profit. Remember Scott was talking about penny profit before?
Third's only 5.
So a third is $5.44.
That's an amazing price
That
for
is a
cloth bound.
killer
2 years.
price.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You want me to cut the whole thing?
Oh,
That's
Just that.
exciting.
Okay.
I'll be going to your store to buy some.